Hey, it's Tim here from My Engineering. Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration showing you how to scan a shoulder mount of a white-tailed deer using an Artec Leo scanner. So let's get going. So first off, I'm going to create a new project and adjust a few settings, and then we'll start scanning. The key is to try and hit it from as many angles as possible to get a nice complete scan. Perfect, so I've got one full scan here. Now I'm going to create a second one just from a different angle. Using a few different angles to just make sure that we get all the data that we need in one go. Perfect. I might just do one more here just to make sure that we've got everything. I'll flip them over. Okay, so I imported the 3 scans that I took into Artec Studio, and now I'm going to show you the process that we use to create a mesh file and a textured file at the very end from the scan data. So you can see all 3 of these scans are unaligned to each other. First, what I'm going to start by doing is just erasing some of the data, like the table and stuff, from the scan itself. So let's go ahead and do that. Base, we'll erase. Got a case in the background. Okay, so that's one scan done. Second scan, we'll do the same thing. There we go, we've cleaned up all 3 scans, so done with that. So now what we've got to do is all 3 of these are still not aligned to each other, so we'll align these so that they're all in the right orientation. We'll go to our alignment tools. Start with these 2. So we'll align those. Last one to do is just a little off. There we go, now all 3 of our scans are aligned together. So that's looking a lot better. So that's like a rough alignment that we just did. Now we'll do what's called a global registration, which is a finer alignment. So it'll go through every frame from the scans and make sure that they're all in the right position. So let's do that. Okay, there we go, the global registration finished. So now the next step is we're going to do a fusion. So we're going to do a sharp fusion. What this does is it takes all of the individual frames, and it's going to make a mesh out of them. So go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we have an untextured mesh file of this deer. And looks pretty sweet. So what we'll do is we're going to quickly just lighten this file up a little bit. Right now there's 5 million polygons, which is quite a bit. So we're going to do a mesh simplification, and that should hopefully bring down the file size quite a bit. Awesome, so that just finished. We reduced our polygon count a bit, hopefully down to 500,000. That should be a little bit easier to work with. So anyways, let's the next step is to apply the texture back to this guy. So we'll go here to our texture base tool, and we're going to go for export, and we're going to crank this right up to 16K. It should look amazing. It may take a few minutes to run, but at the end it'll be awesome. There we go. Now we have a fully textured scan of this shoulder mount. Let's just do a quick inspection. Looks pretty amazing. I don't think I need to actually adjust any of the settings on this guy. Maybe increase the contrast just a little bit. There we go. So yeah, this is the final result after 3D scanning this white-tailed deer. We've created a mesh file, simplified the mesh, and now we can export this as an STL or an OBJ, which can be used for 3D printing or to post online. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, then please reach out to us. Thanks.